Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Frankie here, and today we're going to talk about the job you should do when you graduate nursing school. Like, I feel like that was kind of like a number one question for a lot of us students when I was in nursing school. We were getting towards the end and getting close to graduation is, what should I do? Like, I don't know what job I should apply for or what should I do, right? So this video is not going to be very long. I'm going to make it pretty short, but because I'm just going to get to the point. I don't want to waste nobody's time. But 99.9% of the time, if you ask the instructor or whoever, your teacher, they're going to say start off in med-surg, okay? Which I can understand why they say that, because you get a variety of a bunch of stuff. You get to use a lot of your skills. So I can kind of see it. However, I will say med-surg can be very traumatizing. If you did your rotations, usually they have so many patients, like 7 patients and things like that, with a lot of different things going on. And it could just be you could be overworked very easily and very frustrated. So I feel like as a new grad, that's a lot to take in if that's not your type of personality, right? So, but anyways, I'm here to tell you that you do not have to start in med-surg, okay? Whatever specialty you want to do, you can absolutely do it. Now, what I will say is for certain specialties, like I'm gonna say labor and delivery or pediatrics or the operating room, psych, who else, dialysis, like things like that, you wanna apply early. So if you know for sure what specialty you wanna do, you wanna apply for it very early, like maybe around 3rd semester-ish. And usually on the job sites, it will say new grad fellowship or new grad residency or something that says new grad, like new grad nurse, whatever. So then you know, okay, I'm good to go, let me apply. As you go through school, I will say the specialty that you think you want to do at the beginning of nursing school most likely will change as you get towards the end of nursing school, just because you probably experience some in clinical, things like that. And I'm telling you, as you learn more, you probably going to change, because it was so many students that wanted to do labor and delivery and pediatrics in my rotation of nursing school that by the end, like the last semester, they was like, no, absolutely not. I'm absolutely not doing that. So it was only like maybe a couple people that actually still wanted to do it, but a majority of people was like, absolutely not. I will not do that. So just be mindful of that. If you are just starting off, be open-minded to other areas and specialties when you do your clinicals and stuff, because some people kind of get just caught up on, I just want to do this. So when you just really want to focus on getting to that clinical and not enjoying the other clinicals, and then when you get to that clinical, you're like, man, it's not what I thought it was. It's not what I want to do. And then you're like, yeah, this sucks. So then, because you didn't pay attention to other clinicals, now you don't really remember how they was because you were so focused on trying to get to this clinical. So anyways, so you're gonna pretty much have an idea of what you like to do, and you know your personality, as far as, you know, your work ethics and things like that. And yeah, so you're pretty much gonna know. Now, when you do decide to do some of these specialties, you want to apply early. So look for what I told you to look for: the new grad fellowship, new grad residency, whatever it is, look for it early. A lot of these programs do come with contracts, okay? A lot of these specialties come with contracts. So just be aware of that. No one told me that, okay? No one told me. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you now, a lot of them will come with stipulations. So it will be like, oh, you have to work with us, like work for us in this department or whatever for 2 years, or you just got to work for the company for 2 years, or you're going to have to pay this amount of money back if you quit before then, like things like that. So just be aware of that. Don't be shocked like I was, because baby, I'm negotiating. I'm like, I'm not signing that. Ain't nobody tell me that. Like, So be aware of that. But one piece of advice that I did get from a dialysis nurse, she had been a dialysis nurse for over 20 years, and that was the specialty she wanted to do when she got out of nursing school, and she's been doing it ever since, and she loves it. Now, the advice that she did give is that for new nurses or any nurse, try everything, try all of it. She said, because her being a dialysis nurse, if she was to try to venture off to do a different specialty, whether that be the OR or psych or whatever, she said it would be pretty hard for her to get hired for those jobs, just considering the fact that she does not have those skills, and she's been this certain nurse for so long, that they kind of look at you as like a new nurse all over again, a new graduate all over again. So she said, if you can, try some of everything, get a little bit of experience everywhere. She said, if you don't know what you want to do, that was her advice. Just do some of everything. But however, keep in mind that a lot of these jobs will hire, and of course they have to train you. So if you do start off in a specialty and then you decide you want to do something else, it's okay. Like, just look for fellowship program, look for things like that. Look for things that says they hire new graduate nurses or new nurses or whatever. You got to look for those keywords, because if you just go on the job site and you're like, oh, labor and delivery nurse, nights, or whatever it says, most likely when you click on those, it's going to say you need to have 1 or 2 years experience, or 2 to 4 years, or whatever. But if you see like fellowship, new nurse graduate, like things like that, that's basically welcoming the new people. So as soon as you see it, you need to apply. If you know that's what you want to do, just apply. So that is it. That is my advice. Do what you want to do. You can do any specialty you want. Some specialties are harder to get in than others. It's like, for example, labor and delivery and like the operating room and things like that. They are hard to get in. However, if you apply early enough, you will be fine. Okay, you will do just fine. So apply early. You most likely will get hired. Hopefully. But just apply early, because you have a better chance of getting a job if you apply early. Don't wait until your 4th semester like I did. Towards the end of 4th semester, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me apply for jobs. Okay, yeah, all them spots probably taken by then. Okay, but like, just be mindful and think about that as you go through nursing school, of what specialty you want to do. Take a good look at your personality. If you know you are not comfortable and don't like having 7 patients at a time, then don't pick a specialty where you're going to have like 7 patients at a time. And then make sure you shadow. If they do call you and they're interested in you, a lot of jobs now will let you come in and shadow first before they actually have you make a decision if you want to work for them or not. But definitely go in and shadow, see what they do, look at their patient ratios, and ask them, like, how's your work environment here? Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask these people questions now. They people too. So just ask them questions and just really pay attention. Instead of getting hired, and you're like, I absolutely hate this. So that is my advice, y'all. Y'all can do whatever specialty y'all want to do. Don't let nobody tell you cannot do that specialty. Don't let no teacher persuade you to have to do med surg if that's not your personality. Do not let them do that to you. If you know for sure you want to do ICU, apply for ICU early. Yeah, apply for different hospitals, ICUs. Don't just stick with one. Apply at several. I'm just telling you. So that is it. Hopefully you guys found this video very helpful. If you have any questions or comments, definitely drop them down below and I'll get back to you. But that's it. That's all I got, y'all. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.